Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marshall Moneymaker. I am a retired Montgomery County firefighter. And I was assigned to Station 6 right here at Bradley in Wisconsin. So you're actually in my home territory. You're probably wondering why a big, bald guy like me is wearing all pink. I'm also known as the big firefighter. And how that came about was I lost 3 sisters to breast cancer. Vicki was diagnosed first. She was stage 4, a mother, a grandmother. She lost her battle in 2008. She pressed Penny and Valessa both get checked. Valessa was the youngest of the 3. She passed away in 2010, around September. She had a husband. She was 54. Penny, the middle sister, who also raised me, she passed away at the age of 58. We invited Penny into our home as a care provider for her. Penny and Valessa actually both beat it once, so they were one-time survivors. I fell into depression. All the troubles trying to be there, running errands, be the baby brother, those types of things. My shipmates, you heard the brotherhood of the fire service. They took it probably 2 steps further. They truly were there for me. At work, I isolated myself, again, because of probably depressed, those types of things. The social environment really declined, but they hung in there with me. So after Penny and Valessa passed in 2010, let me back up a little bit. So use real quick math here. That's 2 sisters, or all 3 sisters within 2 years, 2 sisters the same year. So after September, October rolled around, I was leaving work one day. I was going to get my truck to go home, and Susan G. Conan, 3 days for the cure, was setting up a pit stop in our parking lot. Sparked my curiosity. I went out and said, hey, can I help? Can I take the trash to the dumpster or hand out water, secure, whatever. By the end of the day, 2,500 walkers were seeking me out to give me hugs and ask me to tell my story, just loving me for no reason whatsoever. The story. At that moment, I realized I started my healing process as a care provider. So I got involved. I spent the next 2 days with them. I just got involved in the awareness aspect of it, telling my story, early detection. My sisters did do regular mammograms, self-exams, those types of things. Fast forward a few months, maybe even a year, I guess my shipmates were so proud of what I was doing, following this, this movement, so to speak. They got me the pink fire gear in front of the DC media. It's the real stuff. It's just dyed pink. The DC media kind of labeled me the pink fire. Thus the pink outfit, the pink zombie. One day on the way home, I got to thinking, and I said, you know what? Let's turn this into something. Let's make this more than just a story. Thus, 4 Three Sisters was born. What year was that? 2011. Is that right?
I'm sorry.
2011.
Yes.
At first, we started out just as an awareness aspect, educating people, those types of things. We've got our 501c3 status. We just celebrated our 5th year. And we have 4 programs, 3 that are doing really well. The first one is called Mackenzie's Corner, and it's geared towards kids. We have a company donate us the plastic pink fire hats. I had a little card, a picture card of me that I autographed. But the reason it's Mackenzie's Corner is Shannon's niece, when she was about 4 years old, we never pushed the pink fireman on her. Just one day she brought me this coloring page and she colored the firefighter pink. Idea. So we found that sheet. We put instructions on the back. It basically steers the kids, because the younger kids especially, we don't feel it's our place to teach them about breast cancer, but we ask them to be a little pink color. They color it any way they want. I can autograph it for them, those types of things. But the instructions, remind mommy that she needs to go to the doctor. that she needs to exercise, she needs to eat her vegetables, which they love. But the idea is, what do moms do? They hang it on the refrigerator, they walk past it, they see it, hey, I gotta do my exam this month, or when I turn 40, or when my iris. Dad sees it, starts a conversation. And we've engaged a couple hundred kids that way.
1,200 kids.
1,200.
More than a couple hundred.
More than a couple hundred.
You can see why I brought it up.
We have a live fact checker.
Right.
The other one is our awareness program, it's the Power of One.
Well, can we pause on the
Absolutely.
kids for a second? So in terms of reaching kids, and so I understand the program, but from a daily, weekly, monthly basis, what is the outreach? Where does it actually take place?
So we go to different events. We try to think outside the box. So we go to fairs, we go to barbecue, competitions, bike shows, car shows, those types of things. Oktoberfest in Germantown, we just did that. And we'll pass them out. We've had Girl Scout troops, Brownie troops pass us in. And it also works.
Because I have 3 girls and they're Brownie.
And it actually it helps because we try to get the kids engaged right there, and it gives us a minute to talk among them as well.
Thank you.
The Power of One program is our awareness program. It's what can one person do? Get in the community, get active, spread that awareness aspect of it. We've engaged hundreds of thousands through that. A lot of people. Our most important program, and probably one we're proud of the most, is called Road to Resources. Road to Resources is where we actually reach people at this level. And what it's designed to do is designed to find fighters and survivors and help them get the necessary things that they need. It could be a product, a service, financial aid, bills paid. It could be something as simple as a wig for someone who's going through chemo and lost their hair, all the way up through survivors. There's all types of vacations available, groups that will get together and pamper themselves, those types of things. We're up to 140 participants in that program, and they've received $160,000 worth of products, services, and it can be something again simple as a wig. We've moved families closer to their loved ones. We actually got a young lady out of a volatile situation. Her home situation was horrible, so we were able to help her move and get out of that.
So it sounds like really anything and everything.
Exactly.
That is a need. You guys are we're here to help you figure it out.
Exactly. And where the idea came from is my wife, she was in pharmaceuticals. And she's able to get medications and things through programs through the pharmaceutical companies. We were like, hey, if we can do that with them, we could probably do it with other programs as well. What's unique about the program is once the participant fills out a questionnaire, we do all the work. We do all the mailing, we speak directly with the doctor's offices every day. The idea is to try to take as much burden off the fighter and the survivor and their family so that they can worry about healing. There's companies, we can get companies come in and clean your house, do your laundry. So if we can take that burden off of them, then their quality of life improves and they can heal quicker and better. Again, a lot of the things that we've done, we put in place just by experience, life experiences. I can tell you the red tape, the theoretical red tape is higher than any building in Bethesda. It's sickening having to try to navigate through that. We sat at the Department of Health and Human Services, Penny and I, for 5 to 6 hours to be told, well, if there's any money left at the end of the month, we can help you. And immediately, I'm thinking there's got to be a better way.
This is red tape. I mean, this is you mean specifically around help resources, whether it's dollars.
Exactly.
Anything just to help.
Right. There's companies out there that want to give cancer fighters and survivors money just because they have cancer. Where we took it to the next notch, so to speak, is we actually got funding and we had a program built, a computer program, and it has the basic patient information, patient portal, your name, your address, those types of things, and that's one of the places they get the questionnaire. And through that questionnaire, we can actually click on a tab. You guys are much more computer savvy than I am, but it will lead you to the database side of it, and the database will actually talk to it and say, I'm in Michigan, and these are the available resources based on what you put, and we can talk about. Most of the resources happen in the tri-state area, DC, Maryland, Virginia, but it is nationwide. We found states like, I want to say Idaho, Wyoming, have not. So we also have that aspect, we can step in. If we can't find it, it most likely doesn't exist, but we can step in and fill that pool.
Marshall, I want to maybe spend a moment, if you don't mind, just sort of taking it up a notch. Where are we, if you were to use a baseball innings analog, where are we in the fight against breast cancer? And how far have we come, and what's sort of the trajectory right now?
I'm not 100% sure on that data. I would probably say we're probably in the middle of the fifth inning. We've come a long way.
Susan G. Komen, I mean, clearly very, very, very well known. I'm guessing everybody here has probably heard of it, and maybe participated as well.
So when Susan G. Komen, that started in 1984, a woman had less than 25% chance of living 5 years without breast cancer. Now it's up to a 98% chance that you'll pass that 5-year mark. And that 5-year mark considers your anniversary you made it. So they have done a lot of organization has done a lot of good. We didn't want to reinvent the wheel. They're great at what they do. We saw holes at this level day to day. We wanted to make a difference in people's lives. I've personally taken gas cards to people so that they could get to their treatments, food refrigerator, food cards, all that type of stuff that makes a difference today.
And then when you think about going forward, so the next 5 innings, so certainly if you think, if I think about Susan Komen as a sort of broad-based awareness organization, and then there's organizations like yours that are more of the I think awareness could a big part of your organizations, but you're really connecting dots, right? On a daily basis. What are the big hurdles right now that from your guys' perspective you see that are left?
The biggest one is education.
Okay.
Yes. I've heard story after story where young girls that have gone away to college, have found a lump or had a symptom, gone to the clinic, oh no, you're too young. By the time they get home from break, sure enough, they have breast cancer. So that early detection is key. In the fire department, when you think of along fire safety, we tell you to test your smoke detectors every month. To change the batteries twice a year, those types of things. Well, it's the same thing with cancer, breast cancer. We want you to do that self-exam once a month. Intimate situations. If you're a loved one, a partner, people have found things that way. Because you have to kind of know what your norm is. And if you take it to someone like that clinic doctor, and they say no, and it just isn't clicking with you, you know your body better than anybody. We have to be our own advocates to say, I'm going to get a second opinion, a third opinion, a fourth opinion. And actually, I need to back up a little bit. We actually start with breast concerns. So we've had some ladies come to us that didn't have insurance, and then put a job list and said, I have these symptoms. We were able to get them in, see a doctor, get a mammogram,